Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for yet another episode of the Creatives Podcast. I am one of two co-hosts, Simone Campbell.
And I am two of two co-hosts, Tevin Brown.
And I almost forgot my name. And today we have on a very, very special guest, one of two producers of our very own Creatives Podcast in Studio 519, actor, general creative, all-around cool guy, ladies man. We just found out we have DanGil Serrano. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi. Well, thank you guys. Thank you so much. I
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
Of course.
I've never been in an interview like this before, so I'm nervous.
You watched us do plenty,
it's not the same.
Yeah, it is different.
It's not the same, but it is.
We got you.
We're great.
You know us.
It's just talking about you, which, getting into the first question, what is the origin story of DanGil? Like, how did you get started in film and acting and producing and everything?
Oh my God. Well, I'm gonna try to make it short. For acting, when I was growing up, I always wanted to do something like that. You know, like I was thinking more like theater. Mm-hmm. Then growing up more, I say, you know, I don't want to do that. Mm-hmm. I want to be an archaeologist.
Whoa,
so that was stuck in my mind to be an archaeologist.
So different.
Yes. So fast forward to when I was in high school, like my senior year in high school, I participated on a theater. It was kind of a community theater for the Passion of Christ and things like that. So ended up helping with script, acting, props, stage, translator into Spanish, a little bit everything. Mm-hmm. So everybody does, you know, theater, everybody does a little bit everything.
Yeah,
so
true.
One of the cool things about it. Mm-hmm. And so from there, I'm like, okay, kind of liking it again. I went to CNM. Back then, is gonna kind of give my age a little bit. Yeah. Well, you can tell my age, but anyways, it was TVI. Mm-hmm. So some people remember that TVI. That's like, we're talking about almost 20 years ago, a little bit more. And they used to have a theater club before, but when I started going there, they didn't have it anymore. So a group of friends, we started talking about it with an instructor. And yeah, we should bring it. So we kind of restarted the theater there. Mm-hmm. And that was kind of nice. I was kind of doing work study for a computer lab, and then we're connected to student services. And they asked us to do like orientation for the students. So instead of being in an auditorium and say, hey, you know, like we're gonna do boring talking, or friends, and was actually one of my friends' idea. Say, hey, let's do a play about it. So we did a play for the new student orientation. So we acted what not to do during your first week in college.
It's intimidating.
So, and I was one of the actors there, and I was a procrastinator. Mm-hmm. You know, everything that you're not supposed to do, which most of the time I do it now. Like, oh, DanGil, you're not supposed to do that. Like, oh, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't know, but you know. Mm-hmm. So I started like liking it a little more. So we got the theater club and things like that. And then my last year, that's when it turned from CNM from TVI to CNM. Okay. And I was doing my work study for the security department. And they sent me to the library building because they were filming a Hallmark movie there. Mm-hmm. And one of my classmates was a PA there. So I kind of joked with him. I was there, they said, I joked with him, you know, I would like to be an extra there. Mark Wilson, I know. Mark, if you're seeing this, hi buddy. Thanks to you. Thanks to you. And yeah, so he, oh really, like, yeah, but I was kind of more like joking about it, you know? Mm-hmm. And I'll be right back. And then like 10 minutes later, the extra casting director was there. And he like, hey, you come over here. Your friend told me that you want to be an extra. Like, yeah. Like, can you do this here, walk over there, go see, blah, blah, blah. You're like, when? Like, now. Like, now? Like, yeah, now. Like, okay. I guess. So, I just did it, and no later, fast forward, her name was Gwen Savage with Savage Extra Casting. She's no longer with us now, but I got to be like kind of friends with her, and helping her with doing her castings, and then she started like sending me to a lot of, to do a lot of work for extra and things like that.
Yeah.
And so I was almost 5 years doing extra work and paying out my bills with that. And it was a location casting too. That always like called me was Gwen or location casting, and a couple ones of other companies too. But thanks to Gwen, she sent me to an audition for Breaking Bad. And I thought it was gonna be for extra. And it's like, so I went to the audition before Netflix. It was the Q Studios. So I went over there, asked for the casting director, just as she instructed me. And the casting director, okay, do you know your lines? Like, what lines? Well, you have a line. What's that one line? It's like, you have your lines. Like, do you get the script? Decide like, no, they just told me to come over here for extra. Like, no, this is not for extra. It's like, you're Daniel Serrano. Like, yeah, no, you have a line. You're reading. You're gonna be a guest actor. Like, oh, okay. So I had to kind of improvise a little bit there, and they called me back.
Nice.
They called me back. Then actually, she referred me to another one, which I went to the audition, and then they got me like, SAG, AFTRA eligible, and things like that. So I just been doing a couple like guest actor and things like that, like going a little bit more and more.
Nice.
So yeah.
Wow.
That's incredible.
What a cool origin story. You accidentally, you kind of fell into it, which is great.
Yeah.
A lot of hard work paid off in like that one beautiful accident, I guess.
Yes.
Accident. Wow. Well, that's amazing. What have been some of your favorite projects that you've gotten to work on?
That's a good question. That's a good question. There are a few ones. As an extra, I'm gonna say 2 of them. I'm gonna say The Spy Next Door.
You worked on The Spy Next Door?
As an extra, yes.
What?
Nostalgia.
Wow.
And I got to meet Jackie Chan on the hallway.
Oh my goodness,
Like
really?
really nice, cool guy, down to earth, shook my hand, say hi to me. He asked me how I was doing. Everything like, oh, he cares about me. He asked me like how I'm doing, like I'm just an extra.
For what scene? I watch that movie all the time.
We were at the mall. Remember, it used to be like
Yes.
Windrock Mall.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when he was like jumping down, like yes.
I'm gonna rewatch that movie now.
I know, I'm gonna be like, where's Daniel? It's been a while.
Don't blink. You miss me.
Okay, no. We'll zero in on you. Eagle eyes over
I'll
here.
pause. I'm going slow.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool.
The other one is, gosh, I forgot the name. It was about the ladies, like back in late 90s, that they were murdered in Juarez, Ciudad Juarez. So they did a movie about it. Antonio Banderas, Jennifer Lopez, and other. And they were filmed a movie here too. And also too, I was an extra there. I got to meet Jennifer Lopez and Mark Anthony when they used to be dating before.
Yeah.
During one of the breaks. And same thing is, there was this little girl, like 5-6 years old, that she was so like, hey, I want to meet Jennifer. Her mom was afraid to take her to meet Jennifer. I'm like, there is a couple of feet from us. Like, if you let me, I'll take her. If you don't want to take her, and then she like, go ahead for it. So we approached, and then, the most caring people, down to earth people. And things like that. So it was really good.
That's so cool.
And more, I did in Indy, and that one called Far From a Session. A group of people crossing the border and all the struggle and everything. And that one was a good experience. I learned a lot in that movie too. A lot with it other. We were filming on the desert in the movie, so we just, like pretty much no budget,
Yeah.
no pay. Snacks, water, Gatorade for, for food, and that was it. But that was a very good experience. So
Absolutely.
everybody worked there, and recently, I was on Dark Winds.
Lydia always loves
Season
talking
3.
about you and your overalls. Made an impact.
Made impact, yes. And that one too, it was a really, really nice experience. Everybody from the main cast to the director, the producer, you know, the writer, the extras, the PAs, like everybody, like so nice, so welcoming and things like that. So it's really nice.
No, that's so incredible.
And there's one show actually that I met two now famous people too.
Oh yeah? Who?
Yes.
Can you tell us?
Oh yeah.
Tell us what? Oh, you joked. I was like, what? What was it? Was it a secret?
And that's actually the perfect. It took me a second. Then as soon as I got it, I was like, oh.
You got it before I did.
Which is, it's honestly kind of the perfect segue into kind of one of my final questions because we're a little short on time. The Creative Podcast, and you and Lydia completely conceptualizing this, putting this all together, and I guess what kind of goes into your day-to-day with producing a show like this?
That's a good question. That's a good question. Well, I gotta say that the podcast was Lydia's idea. It was her idea. And, you know, we're like hanging out, and then she told me, hey, you know, like, I wanna do something creative. She always has great ideas, you know, and she's like a smart woman. And she's a go-getter too. So with her brand BBLex and everything is like, I always admire her for that. And I'm not saying this just because she's my friend, like that, put apart.
She's over there.
But she's, and you know, she's into fashion. She has produced like really nice fashion show in different states and things like that, and being invited even overseas to participate and things like that. So it's, she told me like, hey, you know, like I have this idea, let's do something about fashion and film. Let's do, you know, a podcast where we can interview people, and she like, let's get two co-hosts, you know, a guy and a girl, and let's get in somebody that has like great energy, and we found you. So yes, but all that is with her support and her guidance. You know, we've been able to do this, and she's like, Daniel, we need to do this. Daniel, let's do it this way. Or Daniel, we can't, you know, figure out how to do it, and you know, so I'm learning a lot from her.
It's huge. And we're learning a lot from you guys, and it's a wonderful little community that we've made.
And you too, yeah.
And thank you for finding us.
No, thank you. Thank you for guys for being here. And, and
I love it.
I actually have a question for you guys. Yes.
Okay. So, go for it.
So when you did the audition with us, so what made you say, yes, let me try it? Let's try.
You want to go first? You want me to?
You're so much better with words. Do you need a second? I can answer first.
I got it. Also, you're so sweet. So are you. But I think that I am so in love with seeing the creative spirit in other people and like fanning the flames of that. And so I think I couldn't think of a better possible way to spend my time than with other creative people and seeing what makes them tick and things that I didn't even know existed or never had really given like second thought to, you know, like just sharing even just for like 15 to 25 minutes, being able to like share and immerse myself and ourselves in that passion with them it's such a joy, you know, and I love talking with people. I love learning about people. I'm always looking to build empathy on various levels, and it's a perfect opportunity to say that and to do that. And also, you guys were so cool, and
you're cool too.
Thank you. So, yep, that's my answer.
I can never come up with an answer.
You can.
Going very quickly. It was a weird point in my life because film had slowed down so much, and so it was a lot of conversations between Taylor and I and what we were going to do, and I ultimately was so torn because I didn't want to let film go with just how much I had worked in theater and film and trying to figure out all of it. And I came across it on Facebook and had a conversation with Taylor, and it was kind of, I had applied and did the interviews and everything with the mindset of in this time period where there's not a lot of opportunities for me to be able to go out and do film, especially with having a daughter now and everything. This was a beautiful spot that I felt was an outlet for me to be able to still kind of have that connection and meet all of these new amazing people and then meet you guys, and like now it's just an amazing little group, and yeah, it's so great.
Nice. Yeah. That's awesome. We're happy, and Lidia always say it's like we have like the perfect co-hosts. Like they complement each other, and they bring a good energy.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that all the guests that we have, they always have like good feedback about you guys. So I want to thank you guys for that. On behalf of Lidia
that's
and
always
myself.
good to hear.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Daniel.
Thank you. As we're starting to round out, just like a bullet or sentence or anything, some inspiring words for artists out there in any industry trying to make it.
Ooh, that's a good question. And I mean, I'm gonna repeat what almost every guest says, because if everybody says almost the same, there's a reason why.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why everybody is like, never down to the same. Like, go for your dreams, never give up.
Mm-hmm.
If there's something that is not working, it's like I heard this on social media. A lot of people say have plan A and plan B, but I heard someone saying don't have a plan B. It's always a plan B. Always a plan A. If not working, find a way, find different methods, or do something else, but always that is going to your plan A.
I like that.
Your plan A never should change. What inspires you?
Yep.
What you really want to do. What is your passion? That's always your plan A.
Yeah.
So if not working, doesn't mean like going to something else. You can take steps. You can take and make sure maybe slow down, but don't take it as a slow down as a failure or anything, because that could be that you're building a solid foundation.
Absolutely.
You are building a solid foundation, and sometimes that is more important than like building a sandcastle.
Totally.
So just keep going. Surround yourself with the right people, with the right energy. And with friends, family, other people that can become like friend and family. Like you guys.
Yeah.
And just keep going. Just do it. Be positive. Be positive that you're gonna make it, even if it's not happening as fast as you would like to, but it's still gonna happen.
Absolutely.
One way or another, but it's gonna happen.
I love it. I mountain bike, and we always, especially like going around curves or jumps or whatever, we always say look where you want to go, not where you don't, or you're gonna go wherever you're looking. So
exactly.
I like that. Cool. Well, thank you so
Well,
much.
thank you guys.
Thank you for being
so much.
here.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. And thank you guys for tuning into another amazing episode of the Creative Podcast. Once again, my name is Tevin Brown.
And I am Simone Campbell.
And to our YouTube people, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Remember that you can also watch the Creative Podcast episodes on other places, including Studio 519, which I would love to thank them for letting us film here. You can catch us on Channel 27 with them, and you can also catch us with Catharsis Media on Channel 96 and RM Entertainment, RME Free TV on your Apple TV and digital devices. You can also follow the Creatives Podcast Instagram, as well as Daniel. I don't know if you wanted to plug your personal Instagram or just have people follow you through the Creatives.
Through the Creatives, and they can find my there. They can like follow me through there.
So if you follow the Creatives Podcast Instagram, you can also you can pretty much find any of us right there.
Yes.
And be able to follow and see anything that we're doing, especially Simone, who's doing a million things a day.
It's true.
Please have a safe night. Have a great night. Thank you so much for watching again. And
Good night.
Bye.